What does it mean to be a nurse? Being a nurse means you will never be bored. You will always be frustrated. You will be surrounded by challenges. So much to do and so little time. You will step into people's lives and you will make a difference. Some will bless you, some will curse you. You will see people at their worst and at their best. You will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity for love, courage, and endurance. You will see life begin and end. You will experience resounding triumphs and devastating failures. You will cry a lot. You will laugh a lot. You will know what it is to be human and to be humane. This is the story of Rosella Milanes, registered nurse. Rosella Del Rio Milanes was born on July 4th, 1953, in the small town of San Roque, Bombon, Philippines. She was the youngest of 3 girls. She followed her mother's footsteps, graduating with honors in nursing in 1974. As she was finishing her clinicals, she met a young Army captain named Samuel L. Milanes. They eventually got married and was blessed with 4 children. Her first job after graduating was being a company nurse in the Coca-Cola Corporation. She remained in this position for 10 years.
My mom left when I was 4 years old from the Philippines. And so growing up, I saw her once a year because she came to America. It was really hard because I really didn't know my mom and we were young. And she was almost like a stranger when she would visit. We would be shy around her. So that was from 1986 onwards.
Parang na-remember ko si mama noon, parang I didn't have a mom. Kasi parang I only see her once a year. So I don't really have a connection with her. So I just remember I would be so happy because I really didn't know like who my mom was. I just remember the box. When there's a box, balikbayan box, I smell yung chocolates, yung dolls, and that's how I know that I have a mom.
I always remember the joy of having her back for a month every year when she goes back and see us, and with all the pasalubongs, all the toys, and all the chocolates, we get to taste a little bit of America through her.
When they told us that she was already in the U.S. and then she would send us all these boxes with with pasalubong, and I would get like we would get chocolates and dolls and like pins for the hair.
Yeah.
I think when I was in grade school, I was even like nicknamed Jolens for having the Jolen type of
The ball.
Yeah.
Yung ipit.
like
Marbles.
yeah, that marbles.
We used to have on special moments like Christmas or New Year or any family gathering, we would gather together, and I just remember that we would just like record our voice record ourselves. We would sing, and unfortunately we don't have video, so we cannot dance then. So we're just singing through this recorder, and we remember we just send it back to her via the tape. We will send it back to the United States, to New York, so that she can at least hear our voice.
And I remember thinking when I was a little boy, I was like, why did she leave? We were 4 young children. Why would a mother leave her 4 young children? I really didn't understand at that point why. Now that I'm grown up now, I realized that she had to go for our future. My dad and my mom, they were already having financial difficulties paying for our tuition. I was I was in school in a Catholic school with my brother and my sisters also. So I think I remember it was actually my dad's idea for Mama to go to the U.S.
Then finally, the whole family came to America in 1993. But when we arrived, when I saw her again, it felt like we were just together all of my life.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. The people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
I didn't realize like all the stuff that she gave us. She really worked hard for that, and I think she was compensating for her not being there, but she had to do what she had to do, and she wanted to provide for her family and for us to have a better future. And then when she's about to leave, and I would always like, Ma, why can't I come with you? I'm grown up now, and I can cook rice for you, and I can stay there for you. And I would always I would be crying, and I would be like, I don't understand, you know. I really, at the end of the day, at that point when she was leaving, and I realized I really don't need those chocolates. I really don't need that shoes that I wanted. I wanted my mom to be there for me. And she wasn't there. And I know now it's for a good reason. It is, it is for our future. So
Then we moved here in the States, in New York in 1993, and it's a big change in our lives. Of course, we have to learn how to become family again after almost like 10 years of being separated from each other. We all grew up with our aunt, with Auntie Diling, and of course with Papa. So when we moved here in New York, it was a big adjustment for us.
I was 11 years old when we were finally reunited. Our whole family was reunited. But it felt natural. Obviously, mother-daughter, the relationship was normal and natural. And all my shyness and everything else was gone. It was just back to normal, to being mother-daughter.
I came here knowing that I would have a mom, we would be together. Then I would never see her. Di ko siya makita. Every time like she's off, I would see her once lang siguro, or she would be so tired. Parang gusto niya palagi nagpapamassage ng feet because she had all the cramps from working so hard.
I think when I was in high school, I know I wanted to become a nurse, but she wanted me to like choose like between physical therapy and nursing. And she didn't really force me to take up nursing because I already ever since I was in grade school, I think I wanted to become a nurse. And college. She was there for me and my family. We cannot thank her enough for all the things that she did for all the help, the sacrifices. I have this goal in mind when I was in college that I just wanted to finish and be able to come here so I can help out my family, and I was able to do that because of Antibong. Growing up, it was really hard, especially when my cousins left. I have like the best memories with them. So when they left, I think I was in second year high school. I felt sad. I remember her coming home when my mom died. She was really upset. She was like on the floor, crying. Was really sad about my mom's death. And then at that time, I remember her promising me and my dad that she's gonna help us. Not just me and my sister, but my sisters too. And she kept that promise. Me and my sisters were able to finish college because of her and my dad too.
I really don't know what to say in this video, like how to actually express my gratitude to her for all the things that she's done for us, for me. How do you thank a person who gave you everything? I mean, she's always forgiving. She's very generous with people without asking in return, and she is a generous soul.
And now that I'm a nurse, I realize how hard it was for her to work long hours. I would blame her, saying, "Oh, I never see you." Like, even if I see her, she would be playing mahjong. And I would blame her in a way, because like, but I wanted to feel my mom. I never felt her when I was in Philippines. But now that I'm grown, I realize she did all that for us.
She supported us by working 2 jobs, especially at the time when my 2 brothers were in school, in college, nursing school. And so she did this by working twice, 16-hour jobs in Lenox Hill and Metropolitan Hospital.
She would work there Monday, Wednesday and Friday for 16 hours. Like, you know, she would go to Lenox Hill, then go to Metropolitan. So she was doing this for quite a while until we finished college.
And I too became a nurse. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because I too became an OR nurse and an orthopedic nurse at that.
Currently now, I am actually a supervisor there in Lenox Hill, and I get to meet a lot of her old co-workers. They would remember me. That we know your mom, and so when I do rounds, especially I go to the operating room there, they actually know my mom, and they would say, "Oh, I know your mom, and you're Bong's son already."
So I know she's a hard worker, and she's always been a great nurse, a great example for all of us, for all my siblings.
Little things she used to do, like even though she was so tired, she would bring me fruits, like, because I love fruits, like yung grapes. All the time, palagi may pasalubong siya for me. So that's what I remember about my mom. Like, I would never see her, but she would do little things for us that even now I remember.
I really don't. I don't know what type of courage that she had to come here to be alone in the U.S. at the age of 33 years old. I can't imagine leaving your family, leaving your husband, to venture out in a new country and basically have nobody here in the US. And she did it. She found the courage, determination to sacrifice for her children to have a better life. And we are reaping the benefits of this better life right now as we speak.
She's the type of person that would give everything. Her kids, that's her kids, but cousins, even people that she doesn't know.
Siguro I learned to be giving. I learned to give back because of my mom. I learned not to look at people because of how they look or what their status in life. Na she's a great example na you should give back. Para naman in return, it's not really about what you get from that person, but what you can give to that person. And she taught me to look back and don't forget where you came from.
These are all things that that she did and my dad did for me, and it basically molded me into the person that I am. And I want to thank my mom and my dad for instilling me all these values. Hard work, generosity, and respect for other people.
I know I can never equal what my mom has done as a nurse, but my goal in life is to try to be as good as she is as a nurse and as a person. So I know they're big shoes to fill, but I will try.
Just to make sure your legacy continues on, it's because of the foundations that you've given us, being able to be able to take care of people, to be humble at all times and share your blessing to everyone. It's always been a legacy that we will live for, and it's because of you. We've learned from you.
I don't see it very often, and I would like to say to my mom, I love you, and I'm here for you. I support you in your new chapter in your life here in your retirement, and I want you to be happy.
So you have accomplished a lot with us, your kids. 4 of us are in good standing in life because of your sacrifice and Papa's sacrifice. We will never forget that. We're always grateful for that. We return this favor, and I know the way you wanted it so that we can help out other people. We've learned from you how to be humble, how to serve others, how to be caring, and how to share our blessings to others. And I think that's one of the... I'm so proud of being part of this family, definitely, Ma.
I'm forever thankful for my mom for giving us the life that we have now, because without her, we would be nothing here. Lahat ng sacrifices, all those sacrifices she did for us was worth it. And I hope we're making her proud now, because we're very proud of her.
I don't really get to say I love you, Auntie Bong, but I do. I really do. And I appreciate everything that you've done for me and my family. And I will always be forever grateful
And I may not always say it, but I love you and I really appreciate everything that you've done for us. Thank you for you and Papa.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay, I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know I'd never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same.
Roselle, I wish you the best. Ever since I was a med student, you were there for me, and I can't wait to celebrate your next phase in life. And thank you so much for everything.
Hi, Rosella! Happy retirement! Enjoy the rest of your time!
Happy retirement.
Hello, Madi. Kumusta? Mag-greet lang ako nin happy birthday. Just enjoy life and happy birthday again and happy retirement day. Bye-bye.
Happy retirement! We love you!
Happy retirement! Woo! Happy retirement! You're free! Happy retirement!
Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah.
Happy retirement!
Bye. 13.